Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Luke Herdani, Dan Isgro, Liam Lynch, Catherine Hunter, and Damian Scro. We have Todd Heaney inside. Thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, this is Monday night, and today it is D6 Arcade. We're going to have nerd news, and then we are going to roll and rumble right after that. I am very excited. I am very, very, very excited because today is going to be it might be the first 6-man tag match we've ever had, right?
I don't remember having one before. Have we done it before?
Never before.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, we had like an all-in match, but not this. We never had done a 6-man.
It'll be nice preparation for the Roll and Rumble Royale next week.
Exactly. So
That's wrestlers in the ring at once.
Right. So that'll
awesome.
be great to see, first time ever. And then we have a lot to talk about in nerd news today, so we're gonna get started right into it. We're not gonna waste any time.
Whoa!
So let's do it.
Any time.
So, guys, if you're joining us right now, please share it out. Please let others know that we are live. Please like, follow, and subscribe. So let's start off nerd news with Willow. So, Willow, I got up to fourth. On Willow, I got up to the 4th episode. Where are you guys at? Who's watching? Who's not watching?
Finished.
Yeah.
Finished it.
Started episode 1, but fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
Oh, really?
On episode 1? Come on.
Yeah. I wasn't I had put it on because I was curious, but I was tired, so I fell right asleep. I've never seen the movie though, so I don't have any
Alright.
pull to really watch it. I was going to watch it because you guys were talking about it, but I still have to give it a real go. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Catherine, are you watching it all? No.
I haven't yet. No.
And Lou?
I have not. I would like to. I intend to, but haven't gotten around to starting it yet. So I'm trying to get my wife and at least one of my kids to watch it with me, and it's been hard to orchestrate.
Right.
So
So let's talk about it. How whoever's watching it, how are you liking it?
I liked it a lot. Enjoyed it.
I liked it. There was a lot that I liked about it and a lot that I didn't like about it.
If you were to rate it, what would you give it? 1 out of 10.
Right off the bat, you want my rating? Somewhere, I would say somewhere in the 6s, probably.
The 6s.
Yeah.
You rate lower than what is Indiana Jones Temple of Doom?
9?
A 9.
he gave the last season of Cobra Kai a not as high of a rating as I would have thought he would, though, being
Right.
a Karate Kid fan that he is. So
Right. I think I'm remembering that
he
one.
does have somewhat high expectations of things that he likes. That's why he's an unhappy person.
You got to be a tough critic. You can't just like everything.
Right?
I like a lot of things, but it's, you got to be a tough critic.
You need to
I
lower
love
that. You need to lower that bar.
There's
my
too
friend.
much. There's too much to watch.
What do you rate it?
I think I would like to give it a 7.
A 7.
7 even.
Yeah, I think so.
Flat on the
'Cause
nose.
I enjoyed it, but I agree with you in part that there's things that I wasn't crazy about with it, but the nostalgia is heavy. You mentioned you watched the beginning of the first episode. I thought the first 2 episodes were very strong and it really pulled me back in. And I watched the movie too before I started it, which helped a lot. But for me, definitely a big nostalgic trip. I mean, I enjoyed the movie as a kid, and going back to this as a show right now was fun, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but I liked it enough. I watched the whole thing.
I like it. I might give it somewhere between a 6 and a 7, I would say. I am constantly annoyed at the Lord of the Rings feel factor that keeps popping up everywhere. And every time I see the parallel, I'm like, please stop. Just make it Willow. I don't want to.
What do you mean specifically?
It's these little
We
things.
talked a little bit about it when we first talked about the show,
Yeah.
when they literally say on with the Fellowship, right, or something like that. Isn't there?
Right.
There's
Now,
a line like that. I know that bothered you a little bit, right?
Now, if you take the little things, if you say, "Oh, Tony, you're pointing out a word over here," or this was shot in a certain way, when you see it by itself, you think that okay, you're crazy, but then it keeps happening, and after a while, it's like passive aggressive Lord of the Rings. It's like it's doing
But-
it, and here it is.
Isn't it basically Lucasfilm Lord of the Rings? I mean, that's what Willow is.
I
isn't
think they were in the room and they were saying, "Isn't this our Lord of the Rings?" And someone was
Yeah.
like, "Yes, it is."
And it is.
So let's go for that feel. It worked before with Lord of the Rings. Let's do it now for ours. And it just takes me out of it every time it happens. I don't know.
Okay. I think it's difficult with something like this almost to not feel like Lord of the Rings.
No, there are tons of movies that are adventure movies, Dungeons and Dragons like movies, or Lord of the Rings.
And you don't think they all feel like
no,
Lord of the Rings?
None of them I feel like Lord of the Rings.
All right,
this one.
That's a different thing.
I'm not saying.
I feel.
You're the guy with a sword. It's Lord of the Rings. You know?
I think they all feel like that, and I enjoy them. But I think that a lot of these movies and shows have similar feel. Plus just the
like what? Name another one.
That's like this.
That reminds you of Lord of the Rings. I mean.
In a similar way to Willow, well, the movie and the show, both of these things. Let me see what else we got.
Well, the things we're talking about.
All right, give me a minute. I gotta think about this. I don't know. There's definitely other ones.
I feel like there's
a lot.
I feel like there's just too many parallels. These things keep coming up. It keeps feeling like Lord of the Rings. That annoys me. And then when I watch it, I just feel like that it's lackluster, like to get me motivated into the show. And I'm trying to be. I want to be. I'm excited that Willow is out.
There's just so many parallels to me. I mean, it's a quest. You have all these, characters. There's magic. There's creatures. There's so many things that are similar to that.
Right. Remember, they wrote that story.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going back and like, well, we had to bring that story forward, Tony. Like, no. They made this story.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you say there's parallels. Yes, that's the problem. That's what we're talking about. The fact that those parallels exist.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
No, like I kind of felt like I said, there was a lot of stuff I liked and a lot of stuff I didn't like. And it seems like everything that was like classic Willow, like from the movie, I liked. Like all the mentions of Mad Mardigan, I liked. Willow, Warwick Davis, I liked. When Sorsha was on screen, I liked. All the mentions of Tir Asleen and Nockmar and all that stuff. Even like some of the stuff that they started to add to the lore, like the crone and those creatures, I enjoyed. I really did like the quest and the story that they wrote for the season too. Like the story and the progression of Eric being kidnapped and have to travel across the Shattered Sea to the Immemorial City. Like I thought that was all very classic quest type stuff that pulled me in. But the stuff that took me out of it was just like, I guess I have to say, like the new school type stuff, like the vibe that wasn't created with the movie.
The kids and all of their relationships and all
that. Like that's one thing about the writing that I didn't like. Like none of like I thought before I get into this, I'll say like that I did enjoy the performances. I thought all of the actors were very good. But the writing of the characters themselves, like there was not a single character amongst the new characters who I said, that guy's awesome or that character's awesome. I love that character and I'm pulling for them.
And don't you feel like they tried to don't you feel like they tried to make that of what's the tall guy's name? The thief?
Borman?
Oh, Borman.
Yeah. I feel like they were trying to make Borman like the lovable character, the character everyone's going to talk about, but I find myself not really caring.
Yeah, I agree.
He's an odd fellow.
But it was like, and I think what contributed to that the most was that like there was a very like what's the word like the vibe of the show was very like quippy and like Joss Whedon like every single thing that happened, someone's throwing out a joke, someone's throwing out a pun.
You say Joss Whedon like it's a curse.
Yeah, no, I mean like I think Joss Whedon certainly has his influence, like the whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer type. We're all making jokes despite the stakes being so high. But to me, with something like this, it really felt like there were no stakes because nobody was taking anything seriously. Everybody was joking. Everybody had like, something funny or something like irreverent to say every single step along the way.
Just joking.
Yeah. I felt like, like you're telling me you got like Lord of the Rings vibes. And I was like, no, like nothing to me seems like they have a ring and they're going to Mordor here.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the fact that I'm not saying the story parallels going to destroy the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the way they shot it. Sometimes a dialogue scheme. And it looks like they're watching Lord of the Rings and they're saying, okay, we're gonna shoot the scene like this. And they're doing similar shots and they're doing a similar intro in the way they start up a scene. It's everything. It's everything from the dialogue to the camera shots.
Really?
That's what I'm seeing the parallels. It's nothing to do with the fact that Willow is like a hobbit. You could suggest.
Yeah.
Or
but like to me, the dialogue is like what like separated them to make them like miles apart.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings does not have the goofiness and the silliness that they have in there.
It's all like very like serious and heavy drama.
But it feels like they're pulling. Okay, here's some Lord of the Rings, and here's a little Funny humor, Willow humor.
Okay,
Okay, here's some
yeah.
more Lord of the Rings shot.
Well, I feel like Willow,
that?
Here's some Buffy the Vampire
they-
Here's a
Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I feel like they tried to pull in like sort of modern, like this modern feel, like this like sort of current youthful thing in there, with the music. So there was a lot of modern music in the show. Like it was all different artists doing the music. They used like covers basically of like a lot of famous songs.
I like that.
And at first I was like, oh, this is cool. Like they did it at the end of the episodes kind of to start the credits, and like the song would kind of start and then the credits would roll and it'd be like, oh, cool. But then as the series went along, like the music started going more and more in like in the middle of the show. And I was like, I don't like this as much. But I mean, I was okay with it, but I kind of liked the way they started it initially. And then it was like, I felt like they maybe went a little bit overboard, but just that using the music in that way, and the way I think that, to me, like the way the characters kind of like talk to each other, like they sound more like, youthful people today, like, in society that not like
today.
Well, no,
something never said by
like,
somebody under 40.
It doesn't feel like a period piece, really. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like, oh, they're trying to stay in a certain period, and
it sounds like it could be made for teens sometimes.
Yes,
absolutely.
It had a very like CW type vibe,
absolutely,
like freeform type vibe.
Yeah. Which I understand. They're trying to go for a wide audience. Amazing. They're trying to get the nostalgic fans of Willow to watch this, and they're trying to get new people to watch it too. Kids and stuff. It's on Disney, so I get that. I understand why they make these choices.
Yeah,
it's not totally for me as far as my taste goes, but I watched it.
But for instance, like to support what you're saying, like in the original movie, the trolls were just these horrible, disgusting monsters. They're crawling up the side of the building. They're going to attack you. Yeah, they were scary.
And now they sing like Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake?
Pretty much.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm getting from Damien's last comment.
But he's just like the trolls.
Started this.
They're intelligent. They speak. They have like a kind of a high-pitched, nerdy kind of voice, And well, overall, like I loved the episode where they were in like the troll caves. Like the trolls themselves were very, very much like, like you're expecting this big hulking monster to come out, and he's like, "Oh, well, hello there. Oh, you're the daughter of Mad Mardigan. Well, okay, we'll deal with that." It was very like I felt like that was Joss Whedon like to a T on the nose.
What character was that you just did? Because that was another character.
the troll, the head troll.
Is that Thurston Howell?
I don't know. Have you gotten to that episode yet?
No.
All right. Remember my impression, or go back and watch this episode.
It might be accurate.
I want you to give me a rating after you watch the episode.
Okay.
Ask the fans to rate his. Anybody who saw it.
Anybody out there?
Okay. You guys just saw what Dave did. How was that? What do you think? Let's rate it 1 to 10. So I had. God.
Okay, and I was going to say, like, some of the stuff that I did like about the shows, I thought it was beautifully, beautifully shot. And like nice. some, while you can say the same thing about Rings of Power, I felt like the color schemes that they used throughout like the show from episode to episode, especially the one where they were crossing the Shattered Sea, I think it was episode 7. Like the colors were just fantastic.
Your wife,
I think they gave like a really, really distinct look to the show.
Your wife gave you 11.
Nice. Thank you, Jen.
But she's biased. Can we count that one? I don't know.
Should count for double, I say.
Let's see. Sarah Forrest says 8 out of 10.
Nice.
But on average, you're doing pretty good. You got an 8 and 11.
Wow. All the ratings are higher than you guys rated the show.
Yes.
But you guys both said 6s. Damien said 7. That's pretty close. You're all in the same wheelhouse generally for all the various
Damien always
tremendously
goes high.
different opinions.
He just likes to. You enjoy content. I feel.
7,
I
enjoy
high.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
I guess
that's an interesting way to phrase it. You enjoy content.
I enjoy content. I guess
you're content with content. We are friends.
That's nice.
I feel like Damien, you often are like, you'll let them like get away with stuff. You're like, it's okay. Like you're not as harsh on people for like if they yuck a little bit on the yum, you know?
I think so.
He still wants the amazingness,
like
but
I wanted to like this show a lot. And I liked it okay. That's what happened.
I had a thought when you were talking before. How much is a good question to think about for movies, and think of anyone who's seen any sort of movie or TV. You can think about this over the. Oh, you haven't.
I haven't seen anything.
I don't know how
so.
This can chapter.
How much of a play does the production crew and that's the editors, that's the DP, that's the any sort of visual staff on crew, like all those people that are around the production that we don't get to see. How much of a play do they? How much do they play into the movies and the feel? Because perhaps
30%.
because when I'm thinking about this,
I would say 90%.
Yeah, way more.
so think about this: when we talk about the old Willow,
Not the writing and
when we talk about the
like
old
that, no.
Willow,
Okay.
we're seeing the influences of like someone makes a puppet, and that person is of a certain age, that came from a certain background, that has certain influences, and made that puppet. So perhaps what happens is we see the influences coming in that we're used to, that were from a certain period, but now we look forward. The people now doing it, their influences were Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Marvel and things like that, and therefore, like that's the coloring that's going to be on everything that's made today, and made it 20 years ago. What would that coloring be? It would be something different. So perhaps it's an interesting thought. How much do you think that matters? You know, when Star Wars was first made, when he's relying on that crew to make, I need you to make the model for the ship and this, and those influences are coming from people who have a certain style. How
Absolutely.
much? So you said before, you were saying 90%.
It's not that much.
Well, when you were first describing, I thought you were saying like how much does the director of cinematography and like basically all the people who make
But
the shots
when
in
you-
movies.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
but it sounded
contribute to
like
the
he
feel.
left out, to me, it sounded like he left out the director,
The producer.
actors, the writers,
And the producers.
the producers. So like you're telling me that all those things are less than 10%?
Well, I thought you were saying the
production-
feel
Like,
of
that
the
seems
movie.
ridiculous to
So
me.
like we have a
I'm sorry.
project. The person comes in and says, "This is my project, and this is the feel. The story is written. All that's done. Obviously, the casting director is going to hire the actor they feel is appropriate. And then when even though it's coming translated from that top, it's still translated through the production crew.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious how much that matters, and that's perhaps why you have generational gaps when you're watching certain things.
Tremendously, yeah.
Could be. There's also usually studio execs that like are like, oh, need to make it look like
Right,
this so we
there's
can make
that.
money.
Oh my God,
There's
Right?
every-
that's a
yeah.
good point, and that's
Yeah.
totally another thing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like, kind of like maybe a different kind of thought about it is like if you look at the movie Willow and you look at the show Willow,
Different.
completely different vibes that they
Right.
give off. And like I wouldn't look at the original movie and say what a beautifully shot movie this was, because like the movie has a gritty feel, a gritty, dirty feel to it, and the show, while like it does have kind of like a new and shiny feel to it, like that kind of overall vibe for the show in itself is kind of like what I really didn't like about the show.
Mm.
But again, just kind of twisting everything around, I will say like it looked fantastic. Like it was fun to look at. It was beautiful to watch.
There are things about Willow, the movie, where that feels like a B movie, but in a good
Yeah.
way.
Right.
And perhaps that's not really there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like because like especially like the scene that always like gives me the right vibe for Willow is like when they were at the crossroads and they meet Mad Mardigan in the
Yes,
cage.
that's
It's
exactly
like
where I go
they're
to.
down in the mud, in the muck. There's dead bodies all over the place. It probably stinks. It smells, but they have this baby and they have to get her to Tierra Lean.
What
But-
is this movie about?
Oh man, right. But yeah, and the movie, I feel the show. I'm sorry, is like I feel like what you had said before, Liam, or like studio execs say, hey, like we want this, we want this,
Uh-huh.
we want this, and
Yeah.
like I get the feel that they said, okay, we have this story, let's make it look beautiful. And I said, okay, I guess
They're
we
like,
got
well, Rings of Power just came out, and that was la la la, so make it look similar.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. So
Right.
while I think it looked fantastic, it's like a completely different feel.
I guess that
Sure.
grassroots feel that comes in those movies, even the first Star Wars, there's a lot of grassroots coming up from there, and that's possibly that meeting of production value with the grassroots gives you that something special, perhaps.
I mean, it is also Disney, right? Produced, so like when you have infinite resources
Right,
to make a
the
movie or a
resources are
show, it
amazing.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
it almost limits your creativity. They say always like
Right.
Yeah.
When you could do anything. Right.
Well, that kind of brings back to the DC conversation we had last time. It was like you're trying to make back money on your investment here, and your drawing pool is like infinite if you're Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm, whatever. So it's like now the bar could just go up and up and up forever. Whether
Right.
they make it back or not, I mean, at some point they'll care, but
right.
they could do things that weren't imaginable to these guys in the 70s and 80s when they were making this stuff.
How incredibly.
So the tone is, if they had the money back then,
right.
Yeah, they would have overproduced the shit out of that too.
In a sense, you have to put yourself in a box, and you got to say, "This is what I'm going to do," because, like you said, with no ceiling. So let's bring a topic. Let's bring the conversation right over to DC. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So apparently, Ezra Miller is still on. Everyone else has been let go. We've talked about this before in the past, and
that's
Ezra,
the actor playing the Flash.
Yeah,
is that right?
Okay. He's the crazy guy, right?
Ezra,
such an odd choice. Such an odd person to keep around.
He's the one that is in the most hot water, but I think that he's just around because no one will want to see the movie if they think that he's out, and this movie therefore will feel like it doesn't matter.
But then isn't Aquaman 2 still coming out with Jason Momoa, and they're getting rid of him?
I don't know.
I don't follow DC.
I don't know if someone in chat knows if Aquaman 2 is still releasing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
either.
it's official. He's in a different character. He's going to play a different character
Jason
now.
Momoa is?
Yeah, in the DC universe.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just recast him to
Wow.
a different role
They're
within the
recasting him.
same franchise? What are
Wow.
they doing?
Wow.
I'm telling you, they're preparing for the verse. I'm telling you,
Interesting.
100%. They're preparing for the verse. They already are doing it, and they already want to do it. So I think that they're going to do something like that. So the Ezra Miller thing is still on. The actor who plays Shazam is still in there. But again, that also hasn't come out yet. It looks like they're just keeping him on because they're not going to fire him before and then suck all the life out of the movie. So that seems to be what's happening. There's other reports that coming in that they're saying that they actually are thinking of going with the plot line that I told you. I said I think they're going to go with the whole. They're in the spaceship where the Justice League's already formed.
Oh.
That's a logical space to go. And
That'd be cool.
That's not confirmed, but there's mumblings about that saying that that's where we go.
It's people who watch the show.
They're like, you better watch. Did you watch Nerd News yet? Okay, what was he saying? Okay, let's do it. So I'm curious. I really hope that's what they do, and it looks like they're going to go that way. And it's even as
cool.
I have a thought that I wonder if they're going to kick off this multiverse idea, if I'm right, in the Flash movie, because Keaton. Did Keaton appear in the Flash movie? I know he's supposed to appear in the Catwoman movie.
Really?
As far as I was told, he was supposed to appear in it. Yeah.
So
I can see them doing it because the Flash has like those kinds of abilities too. Like he could like run backwards in time and
so
things
here's
like that, right? You know, he could like.
So here's a probable.
Runs into the Speed Force or whatever, probably, right?
So either they kill
That's
it.
a thing.
Either they run Shazam, they run the Flash, and then they just kill it, restart, or they get rid of all the actors. You know it's done. It's complete. The actors are going off doing their own things. The Flash comes. It says, here we go.
The
multiverse, blah, blah, blah for DC. And then everything changes, and that makes the whole prior universe into that universe.
Right.
They save everything, and then they continue the story, and then they can have a whole new Superman. Think about it. That's kind of the answer, right?
I guess.
What are your
But
thoughts?
they need to make good things and
100%. End of the day,
they need to make.
But they gotta do good
movies,
things.
You know,
Please,
like
just make something
not
good.
like the stuff they've been doing.
I know,
100%.
100%.
I don't even like that guy as the Flash.
Every cartoon Justice League movie that comes out is good. Just do one of those. And they tried to, but they didn't do that good, I guess. So that didn't.
I don't know.
Too much time waiting around to like set things up. To like, who are you? I'm Batman. Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Aren't they making a Teen Titans show? Did they make that already?
Isn't
I thought I remember
isn't
that
that
being a thing.
already?
Yeah,
that's
did
they
already
do that
out.
already?
I'm pretty
That's
sure
out.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they had.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a bomb show.
I saw some of that. That was good.
Was it?
What I saw.
Oh, I don't think I see it.
Aquaman 2 already released? Aquaman 2 release date.
Great
Oh, it's
marketing.
Christmas
funny.
this year coming up.
That's
oh.
really funny.
Yeah, 'cause
No, it didn't release this year. Next year.
I
This
couldn't
year.
Imagine.
I
We just
couldn't
didn't
forget
know.
that it was still because the whole
We'd have
thing
to
with
turn
the
it on
Johnny
nerd
Depp
cards.
trial. They kept on. People were like begging them to remove Amber Heard from the movie, and
Right.
that was like a whole big thing. They're like, the movie's already finished, but who knows?
So maybe that's why they it's strange. It's definitely strange, but like Ezra's not fired. Shazam actor, I can't remember his name, is not fired. And Momoa has been, supposedly he's going to be in another role So it's like there's a reason to keep on every one. Is that the reason why
Very bizarre.
it is the way it is? I
They're,
don't know.
they're only keeping Amber Heard and
They
Ezra
should
Miller.
keep Amber Heard as
Maybe
well.
he's-
Yes, Amber Heard and Ezra Miller. As long as you get into a lot of legal trouble, we want you
Which
around.
I think they said in 2024 they're gonna have a movie
So
just called
weird.
Heard and Miller.
They're going to cast other actors to play them, though.
They're gonna, of course, they're gonna fire them.
What the hell is going on? They're really doubling down, though. They're going, if they're really getting
It's
rid
weird.
of everybody and they're going to do some giant movie with everybody, with all the new actors, that's going to be a huge investment and probably a losing one. And then they'll fire James Gunn and
Yes,
start over again.
hopefully not.
Yeah.
Peacemaker has like the best thing going for DC right now.
Peacemaker.
And that was great.
That's been the
I
only
Yes.
thing that's
enjoyed
good.
that so much.
And how much of a B movie does it feel like at times? And then it
does.
feels,
I think it's the best thing they've done.
Feels like a
Yeah.
very,
right.
Yeah, it was great. I like that.
a very adult B movie, though. It's
Yeah.
a very, very large departure from
Sure.
even the
Right.
the darker tone of their movies is
Right.
like nowhere near Peacemaker.
Did
Yeah.
you see the clip when he was on Jimmy Fallon? I just saw it the other day, and he had the helmet, like the Peacemaker helmet. And he
It's from a
gave
while
it to him.
ago.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
cool.
this first time I saw it, but he wasn't supposed to. He's like, yeah, just
Oh.
keep it. Like I'm gonna get in trouble, but I don't care. Go ahead.
Funny.
That's cool.
So yeah. So I mean, what's the future of DC? I'm very curious, and I'm like rooting for them. But now I'm just like feel like I'm on the sidelines watching the car crash and just saying like, what the hell's gonna happen here?
It definitely feels like a train wreck. It feels like whatever's going to happen next is going to be terrible, and we're not going to be able to take our eyes off of it.
Right, right. They and as we talked about before, they have to do something new, something different, something on the pulse. Marvel gets the pulse a lot, and I think that they have to not do what Marvel's doing, do their own thing, and create a new brand. They can't be Burger King to McDonald's because that's what it is, and they're Burger King.
They got rid of the Burger King.
You
over here.
come on, DC? What are they? What do you think? Are they Burger King,
They're
McDonald's?
not even Burger King.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're-
what
they're
are they?
White Castle.
Are they Arby's?
Uh,
Wow.
I was going to say, though,
Arby's at least has the meats.
They're Hardee's.
like,
Hardee's
DC's
Jr.
DC's got Ezra Miller.
Okay, so what's your fast food for correlation? What is DC?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
We're back when they were
Liam?
killing the people.
I said Hardee's Jr. That weird restaurant that's only on like the highway. You know?
Hardee's Jr.
Yeah.
Wow,
Hardee's.
it's getting worse. What do you think?
I have no idea. I'm gonna go with Burger King.
Okay.
Ooh,
I
got
don't
one.
think it's that bad personally. So.
I got one. Subway. How about that?
Oh, I see
It's
Subway.
You think it's Subway?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say Subway.
I'm just trying to think of fast food
I
restaurants.
would say
This isn't naming your fast food
Subway's
restaurant.
totally
Wait, no,
different than
I wanna-
McDonald's.
What about
This
who's
is a serious question.
Wait, I want to know
This is
who's
a serious
Taco
question.
Bell then. What's Taco
wanna
Bell?
change
I
Is
don't
that
know.
like
You tell me.
is that like some other IP? Like is that another like
It's not that deep. You don't go.
I want to change my answer to Subway.
No, too late.
you like my
You said Burger King and live with it.
But I don't agree with
What
it
about
anymore.
Jollibees?
Jollibee?
What is that?
We don't have that in New York.
We don't.
Yeah.
So what? Is Marvel McDonald's?
I don't. Is
Probably.
anybody else? Is anybody
Yeah,
else hungry
probably.
right now?
Most mainstream.
Oh, who's
Worldwide.
Wendy's?
Is it
Maybe
too late?
DC's
Yeah.
Wendy's.
These cameras, can they take us to
No,
McDonald's?
No.
It's not Wendy's.
I
See,
feel
I
like
talked
you
about
like Subway.
McDonald's.
You like Wendy's
Before
too
you
much?
did.
I told
you did it
you.
to yourself.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Subway
We were
works.
talking about marketing, how like marketing, like a billboard comes up
Chipotle.
and how effective it is. And I said, I go, don't undervalue marketing like that, because if I say to you McDonald's, you're going to talk about it later. It's going to come up, and then eventually you're going to go. I said it before, completely forgot about it, brought it up again, and
I think
that's
you
how it
just have
happens.
McDonald's on the
All
mind
right.
tonight.
No.
Tony. I think that's what's
Yeah,
happening.
That's what it is.
I think
You'll see.
Marvel is like Chick-fil-A, and DC is like Kennedy Fried Chicken.
Oh wow. Who's KFC?
Somebody else, somebody a few notches above DC.
Church's Church's chicken.
Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken is Suicide
Who's the other
Squad.
guy?
Suicide
Popeyes.
Squad is Church's Chicken. Does that feel right?
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
We could
that's
just
okay.
do chicken one.
It's
All
DC,
the
but it's a better
chickens.
DC.
Really do
It's a lot of chickens. Wild Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stall chicken
That's
joints.
not James.
not fast
Here
food.
it is. It's close.
Oh, it's not just. fast
Okay,
food.
let's move on.
Close. All right. Anyway,
We're gonna go into.
love that chicken.
Let's go into Last of Us. Last of Us it just premiered on HBO. I have not seen it yet. You started watching it?
No, I played the games, but I haven't seen it yet.
Awesome.
seen the show yet.
I haven't played the games. Are they good?
Yes, I enjoyed the games. The first one especially, I thought was really, really good.
Is there base building?
No, Sorry, I know
It's
you
just
like
like
that.
story
I
driven,
love
right?
that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, they're like survival games.
Yeah.
You gotta, manage your resources. You gotta watch your bullets. Like you can't just. It's not like a run and gun. You can just
First
like
person?
run. Yeah, I think it's
Third person.
I feel like it's like mixed. Yeah, like third person. Third person.
Third
Well,
person.
it's been a little while since I played.
It's like
it,
over the
but,
shoulder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's definitely like a stealth element. You can't just be like running around. You're gonna get,
Interesting. So it's
killed by
Pedro.
monsters.
It's Pedro Pascal, I think, in
Yes.
it, which
Yes.
I like him more and more. I am excited.
Excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Who else is into like the
And,
zombie movies?
The girl from
Or you
Game
are?
of Thrones is the other lead in it.
Who?
Which
Pedro
girl?
Pascal and
Liana
her
Mormont?
her name escapes me at the moment. But
That
she was
badass-
excellent.
little
in Game
girl?
of
The
Thrones.
badass
she
little
is
girl,
the-
Yeah,
yeah.
who's,
she's Ellie?
she's like a little older now. She's Ellie. Yeah,
Good for
Oh.
her. She was supposed to have no real part, and they
She was
put
just
her.
so cool, right?
They just loved it. They put her in that scene, and they kept putting her
That's
in more
awesome.
scenes. 'Cause people just loved her. She was so like
yeah,
vicious.
she was great in that show.
My friend is
Like-
watching Game of Thrones for the first time right now. Just
Cool.
watched Reigns of Castamere the other day.
Oof.
It was so funny watching. He didn't know any of it. It was great.
Wow.
Wow, crazy. So what kind of what shows or movies are you into zombie wise?
I just have always watched them. I've been a fan of them. I tried to watch The Walking Dead when it first came out, and it was just too soap opera-y for me. I watched the first 2 episodes back in the first season, and I never
Wow.
watched it again.
So are you into zombies in horror genre? Or-
Yeah, very much horror.
so I'm into zombies in survival genre.
Mm.
Okay.
So like I'm not a big. I do like some of them when survival comes into it. Might be like one of the Dawn. What's the one with the like with Zamo?
What was that?
The Dawn of the Dead. Like
Day of the Dead?
Day,
that
maybe.
was the last one that
Land
that
of the Dead?
Romero did. Land of the Dead. Yeah, I think that was.
Mm.
So that one was
Zamo.
interesting. I like if it's just like blind running from a killer. I'm not into horror, but like I love the survival aspect of it. Walking Dead I like a
Yeah.
lot.
I heard Black Summer is a really good zombie show on.
I never seen it.
Netflix. It's,
Oh,
I
it
heard
is good.
Awesome.
It's
Oh,
a-
yeah,
it's a-
someone was
the-
saying about that.
Like
I-
initial outbreak of
I've been
of the
wanting
thing,
to
right?
check it out. Yeah, I think they did like 2 or 3 seasons of it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So for those who are not familiar, like myself, who are not familiar with the Last of Us storyline, what is it?
Oh man. So
Glad to have you.
I believe that I'm trying to remember now. I think that it's an infection of some kind. It's like people get infected.
Isn't it like spores or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's involved.
Like
yeah.
it's like a fungus that is the infection or something like that.
Yeah, you get infected and then you like become a creature. You turn into this sort of zombie-ish kind of creature. And
Right.
I know at least a couple levels of creature. Like I think it kind of evolves as the infection, sort of
Right.
Takes over.
takes over. Yeah, and you become like more and more of like a sort of unrecognizably
And I
human
saw
creature, and
And I saw in
Yeah.
the trailer that he's traveling with a girl, which I guess is Liliana, who's like immune. She has a cure. So I feel like that's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. For those.
yeah, the story is that she's immune and he's trying to get her someplace
To help everybody else, right?
basically. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Classic.
Yeah, it is kind of the classic
Mm-hmm.
trope now. So that's good. So that's out for HBO. I think that's important. I feel like they really didn't have much for a long time. I feel like that's kind of same. I feel like they didn't have much because Game of Thrones was so huge and they were everything, and then it was gone, and it felt like a vacuum.
That's true. See that?
Yeah.
There's Westworld. Westworld was great. If you ever watched that? That was.
Yeah.
that
I
was
watched
good.
the
You didn't
full
like it?
Was
Okay.
Okay.
Westworld was all right.
I liked Westworld.
It was
ups and
a-
downs.
I watched a season
Yeah.
of it. I liked it, and then I find myself not going back to it.
I had trouble
was cool.
sticking with it after the
Wait.
first 2 seasons. It was like
I don't know. After I watched the second season, I thought it was way too much like fluffy and self-involved dialogue that I just couldn't. Like, how many times can you watch the woman looking at? Oh, I'm so enthralled by the world. All right, enough. It's like every minute of every episode, they're just like,
It's interesting if you have something like that you like the show, you like the premise, you watch it, and then something about it loses you. Maybe it's too long scenes, maybe it's the constant of one part of it that you don't like. It's interesting to think what is it that loses people, But like, there's some things I watch and then it's not enough to bring me back.
right.
Yeah.
Like I finished it, but like next season comes out and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I could watch
Mhm.
something else.
yeah. I feel like that's exactly what it was with Westworld too.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
At the end, the last episode of season 1 was like, all right, this is what I came for. This is awesome.
They did seriously depart. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
arc of the story like goes way.
Yeah, I liked
to
the first season a lot, and then
Do you remember?
kind of lost me.
Do you remember the show Heroes?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
I
a
loved
big,
that
That was
show.
So
it
Heroes.
sucked us in
Yes.
initially for
He-
sure.
So Heroes in season 1, everyone loved it,
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
and I think season 2, pretty much the same thing, but not as good as 1. But everyone liked it, and then, it was. I feel like it was losing a little bit of ground, but not much. It was still holding up. And then the creators of the show came out and said something that I think killed it, just wiped the franchise off the face of the earth. And I think people still watch the next season. And I think, but
I
I
thought
think
they canceled it. Didn't they cancel it? Like
I don't
halfway
remember.
I think they canceled it halfway through like season 3 or 4.
so.
I
He
don't
says
remember what happened exactly.
he said if you're watching this thinking that you're going to watch a show where all the superheroes come together because they have powers and have a team, then you're mistaken. And then everyone was like, "That is why we're watching."
like, yeah, hello.
So remember, I've talked about like Marvel, like how they have that thing at the end. There's a goalpost at the end that you're looking at, and you're looking forward to get there. That's that pressure, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they went to the end and they burned it to the ground. And everyone was like, "Well, I don't think I need to watch this anymore." And then they came out and apologized for it. Talked about it later. It's like, "Oh well, yeah, it's just not what we were thinking. We had a different thing." And meanwhile, it felt like that the whole thing was a point of like they were like ships in the night. Who was going to get together and
Yeah,
start
I
yeah,
teaming
remember
up?
yeah.
I remember some
Rescue the
disappointing
cheerleader.
like
That's the whole thing.
fighting scenes in that show where like you like the cool characters that were together that you wanted to see like fight, and all of a sudden like something would happen and like a door would close and the fight you'd like miss like the cool part of the fight, and then it would open up again and be like, oh, there they are, and like
It's
it
interesting.
was like they would just miss like the cool parts because I guess they didn't have like enough money to like really make
That's how you save money.
everything. Yeah, it was like, oh, cool, this awesome thing's gonna
All
happen,
fights
but
off
it
scene.
happened off camera. You didn't see.
Yeah.
So the creator of the show like apologized after that. He's like, "I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I don't.
I had something else in mind. I had a feeling we were going to get
weird.
canceled.
Yeah, was
midway
it-
through the next
It
season.
had such a
It
great
was
beginning.
something I'm misremembering, I believe, because there's also loss where they apologize. But I think for Heroes, it was just like him, kind of like I regret. I'm sorry, this is not kind of what you thought. I was doing this and blah blah blah, and then the show just like dropped it amazingly. And it's funny the things that throw people off in different things. For example, Star Trek, which is obviously a huge franchise, when they had the original, not the original, when they had Enterprise come out, which is in the early 2000s,
Right.
they lost a lot of people. You know why? Because they left the space, the final frontier. They got rid of that. What's the song? Remember the song?
Oh, there is a song.
Yeah. I know it so well. I just can't start of it.
Isn't it like it's been a long road, right? Something
Getting
like
from
that.
there to here.
Yeah.
So it felt like it was like a cowboy kind of
something
esque, saying that like
a
these are the
little-
guys who started it up. They were like cowboys in space and everything like that. So people would be cool with that, but the fact they took it out, the show did like you lost a lot of the people right off the bat.
Wait, so you're confusing me here.
So normally the
Star
show
Trek
starts
was-
with the spaceship.
So they're not
and
in
it's-
space on the Enterprise?
No,
they're in
sorry.
space.
I'm sorry. I'm there.
Just talking about the opening narration.
Just
of
the open-
The
Star
opening
Wars.
narration
Like
is
the
usually the
opening
spaceship.
credits.
Space,
Like
the
the opening
final
credits.
frontier.
Oh,
Right.
I see.
So they
And
put
that-
in like a theme song instead of like
Right.
having the usual.
How often do we buy a book by its cover?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. So they lost a percentage of the crowd that were like, it seems not for me. They don't care. No one's got the time, right? And then when you watch it, this was really interesting to me. And I found out a lot of people dived off at this certain point, and I did too. And then I went back and I watched it and I realized, no, it was really good. So
Interesting.
I think it's in the end of season 1 or season 2, they end up and they do this whole adventure and they go back to World War II in like a time travel moment. And it looks like it's set up in a way that makes you think that the next season is going to be them trapped in time forever because it's a cliffhanger.
Oh.
And I think maybe that's what they were thinking. When you watch it, they're only there for like half the next episode or whatever, and then they're gone. And I remember thinking like, oh, I don't want to do this. And I did watch it. And apparently that was a huge drop-off for everybody
Oh,
because
wow.
of that little mistake.
Wait, because you thought they were going to be in World War II forever and not in space?
Yes, and
Okay,
that
all
sounds like a
right.
small thing, but
No, I
I
get
take
it,
you
I
on this
get it.
huge journey and I leave you here and I'm just like, no, don't do that.
That's funny. I don't
He
remember
had just
that.
gotten used to them using the Full House theme to introduce the show.
Everywhere you look, everywhere. Warp 10. Yes, Captain. So rude, Captain. So rude.
How rude.
How rude, Captain. Captain, you're being rude.
Make it so rude.
Make it so rude. Catherine hates all of us right now. Sorry. Okay, so that Last of Us, we're doing really good here. Last of Us, Bad Batch 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
already
started.
it came out already.
It's-
A couple
it's
episodes.
Sorry,
started
is
the
out.
first-
Is it good?
First few episodes came out. Yeah, I'm enjoying it very much.
Better to season
like
one?
At least as good, if not better. I don't know. It's hard to say. Only a couple episodes so far, but I feel like they upped the animation once again. You know, that show they're always like pushing the limits of the animation. It's really a beautiful looking show.
The animation, as
Yeah,
I tell you,
That's like
is
why I'm
my
watching it.
problem with watching too many episodes in the animation. I get animation burn.
Mm.
Yeah.
Burnout.
Yeah, animation burnout. For real.
You want some good animation? Puss in Boots. I'm just saying.
Awesome.
Puss in
I did
Boots
see
was
Puss
good.
in Boots.
He's very excited about this. He's been talking about this movie. all
Catherine, did you
day.
see Puss in Boots?
I actually did.
You did.
I saw
Cool.
with Jackson. Yeah.
Tell us,
Was it good?
what is your review on Puss in Boots?
I
Nine.
Liam had
Honestly,
told
a
me
9.
about like to pay attention to the he not pay attention to, but he said it was good.
Pay attention to Puss in Boots.
Yeah, so I thought it was really good. I thought the storyline was very typical, obviously, but
Well,
the animation was
child's
Puss in
cool.
Boots.
Yeah, and they get you with the end credit audio.
It was so simple a child could understand it.
Kids movie?
True.
That's cool. My whole life's about kids right now. I listen to Disney all day. So I understand. Would you go see, was this like the second one?
Yeah.
I think.
No, I think
Yeah?
it's the third.
Well, they had the original
final.
and then had a TV show, I
Yeah.
think.
They've had a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think
It's a whole-
they're trying to create the Puss verse.
No, it's the Shrek verse because the end of Puss in Boots.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
They
Oh, yeah.
reveal
Is it Shrek verse?
a new Shrek movie.
Ah.
Everyone's
They're
creating a
heading-
verse.
They're heading
Yeah.
to far, far
Really?
away at the end. Yeah.
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 Spoiler alert.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. We'll see what
They're heading,
happens with that.
they're heading to what?
Shrek's cool.
The
Far,
place
far
where
away?
Shrek is from.
I guess you're a
far
couple
away.
of years away from understanding that reference. A reference Tony doesn't understand. Amazing.
You never saw Shrek?
Yeah, I saw Shrek.
Oh, okay.
That's where they live.
It's
They
named the
live-
land?
Yeah,
They live
far,
in the
far.
land of far, far away.
I didn't remember the
So
name of the
very
land in Shrek. I'm sorry.
It was a while ago. You know,
Yeah, it was like.
I saw Shrek too.
Although I've been
Shrek
on
the
the Shrek
third.
ride many times.
Didn't know it
Oh
existed.
yeah,
Well, maybe
It's a
that'll be
ride.
in your future.
that's cool.
Bested me again, Hanson.
But yeah,
make
Bad
make
Batch
sure
is
you
cool.
go on the.
Yeah,
Twister
Bad
ride
Batch
as
is
well.
great.
I'll
Good
never
stuff.
miss that one. I walk out right after the video.
Just going to see the video and then leave.
Nice.
So I feel like I want to talk about that now, but we won't.
Not nerdy enough.
No, the Twister, Twister ride in Universal.
Cool.
Let's talk about Wednesday. Who's seen Wednesday?
I've seen Wednesday.
Oh,
I saw an
Yeah.
episode of Wednesday. Actually, I liked it.
I'm the only one?
yeah.
Wednesday right
Nice.
now.
Down to you.
No, it's
Wow.
Catherine, I would have
Oh, it's
pegged you as a
Monday.
person who would be watching Wednesday, the show.
not. I did not.
Explain yourself.
I didn't watch. Is it the Addams Family? I didn't watch the Addams Family often as a child,
Mm.
so I had really no inclination to watch it.
Do you mean the black and white one, or do you mean the
Any of
movie?
them. None of them.
When the one you didn't watch as a child, was it in black and white or color?
I don't know because I didn't watch it.
Okay. Curious.
Is that a trick question?
No.
I was a Munsters guy myself. I much
Oh,
preferred
yeah.
the Munsters. growing up.
Monsters.
My parents never told
I
me
watched
about the
the
Addams Family,
Munsters.
but I did think that
So
Christina
here we
Ricci
go.
was cute when I was a kid. so-
Adam's Family and Munsters. What am I going to ask? Which
don't know.
one is Burger King? Go ahead.
Oh, man.
What-
Munsters is my if
McDonald's?
McDonald's is number one. Then
Oh,
Munsters is my
man.
McDonald's in that
No
Dan?
conversation.
Adam's Family has to be McDonald's. in
Yeah, I
this
think
case.
so.
There's just like, I mean,
And what's the Munsters?
I don't know.
Burger King.
Roy Rogers.
No, I don't. But I feel like the fact that so much has been done with the Adams Family,
Yes,
and
definitely more
nothing
popular.
has
True.
been done with the Munsters.
Well,
that it's like,
Rob
Very-
Zombie.
very little.
They're sleeping on
Very
the
little.
Munsters.
Very little has been done.
Rob
What
Zombie
are we
just did a Munsters
That's
movie,
true.
and it was
Did he?
on Amazon Prime. I didn't watch it, but
That's
You just said
true.
they're doing nothing with it, and look, he just did a
Yeah,
movie.
no, they did a thing.
One
saw
whole
that.
thing.
I didn't watch it, but I saw
They're
that.
blowing up that franchise, as opposed to all the cartoons and all the movies and all the sequels that the Addams Family.
There's been a
has
lot of
done.
Addams Family stuff.
I
A lot of Addams
I
Family
think
stuff.
I think the idea of focusing on Wednesday for a show is a really good idea.
Yeah, and I think there's I think a lot of people are kind of like drawn in by the character, so I thought it was pretty cool that they chose her to do an entire series from her point of view.
What is your opinion on Guzman?
I've spoken to you about this.
Yeah.
Like speaking about Addams Family from when we were kids, I grew up with Raul Julia playing Gomez.
Who I can only see him as Gomez. Like that is
Right.
Gomez.
Yes,
Yeah.
but now, like after seeing Wednesday, I'm realizing that the Gomez that I saw as a kid is defined by his relationship with Morticia. So,
Right.
like, they have a very loving relationship. He
Yep.
dotes on her. He
adores her, yeah.
He adores her. So, like, Raul Julia reflects that relationship very, very well. But, like, and I told you, like, as soon as I heard that Luis Guzman was cast as Gomez, I was like, I don't like this. Like, he's not giving me Raul Julia vibes. But when you see the show, there's an entire episode that kind of like centers around him. And like now you kind of see that like this isn't the Gomez who's defined by his relationship with Morticia, but it's defined by like his relationship as a father to Wednesday. And
Makes
I
sense.
thought Luis Guzman did a very, very good job of giving like a genuine, heartfelt, fatherly portrayal of Gomez. He was great.
Right.
He's a good actor. I
Yeah.
like him.
He is good. He's been in literally everything.
A lot of stuff.
When I saw he was going to be playing the part, I thought it was a great casting choice. I think as far as like the cartoon versions and like even the original series, I think he looks the part so much more than I loved Raul Julia as an actor, but
Right.
and he was good in those movies, but I thought Luis Guzman, like appearance wise and stuff like that, I thought he would nail it.
You could argue
definitely.
that the family in Wednesday look more like a family than in the other one.
Mm-hmm. They same thing with Pugsley. Like I thought Pugsley was different from the kid in the movies, but he was very good too.
Right.
Overall, I thought it was like I loved it. I enjoyed it. A lot more than most stuff I've seen. And one thing that like I really enjoyed was that like it always kind of like bothers me about Wednesday in particular that I feel like people like. I feel like people think it's cool that she's so antisocial, like, and that kind of like bothers me. Like, I just don't think that's something to admire. And I like that the show went out of its way to say like Wednesday is cool because she's smart, she's talented, and she's driven, and she's independent.
Right.
And like they kind of like let you know like it's not cool that you're antisocial. Like a lot of her friends let her know like this stuff that you're doing to screw with us is like really messed up. And you see like she progresses and she kind of becomes more accepting of her friends and more open to like these relationships that she's exposed to throughout the show, which is I enjoyed that a lot.
Wow.
The dance scene is like owned the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And prior
Oh yes.
for like I want to say for like a month and a half it
Yeah,
was
they were
just
pushing
everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was the same time as the Matilda musical. And both of them were coming out, and they were just like people were just celebrating it, loving it, and then playing it over and talking about it.
What was the Matilda musical? I missed that one.
Oh, the Matilda musical is on. I don't know if it's on Netflix or on something else.
There is one on Netflix.
Yeah, that's it. It's a movie, and it's a musical, and there's some really good choreography, and it's all kids, which I'm convinced that some of these kids are CGI. Not all of them. Just
That's
funny.
some doing there's one girl who does an incredible flip in the hallway. And for those of you that have seen the hallway scene that's the one that everyone's dancing, they're doing that stuff like this.
Didn't we talk about it on the show?
We might have.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or were you might have just shown me that in your free time.
I showed it to you,
Time.
actually. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I showed it to you. So in that scene, which is it's really good, and people are all mimicking and doing their own versions of it, they're dancing like it. It's done so well. And the camera movement is excellent as they're drawing it back, and everything is synced to a point. Like they must have did that a bunch of times, and everyone's moving at the exact rate, and that's why it looks so fantastic. And in the background, a little girl jumps up and does the Luke Skywalker perfect somersault flip, which I've only seen that one movie, and in the game Shinobi, and jumps over and just does the flip behind her, and I'm like, That was. It's too good and it
Maybe
looks
they
too
got-
gel.
Maybe they got like a gymnast.
Oh
They're
man,
tiny people.
Yeah.
Like maybe they had a stunt double gymnast.
Maybe I think CGI.
Wow.
I don't think she's real. That one girl. Maybe the rest of them are real.
I want you to find this out. Like I really.
don't know if I have the resources.
I'm more curious about this.
Maybe they made a robot, like Megan, that like horror movie. The robot.
Some robots can do some pretty sick
I wanna see
cartwheels
Megan.
and flips and stuff.
That's right.
It's possible.
Going with
You
the
saw
movie
the
pass?
Spider-Man one they made in Disney. I think it's already they put
Yes.
it in the park already.
The one
It,
that
like,
jumps?
flips around and
Yeah.
does crazy stuff. Yeah, it's wild.
Cool.
I've seen that before. They had that as a thing. They were showing it just as a robot. They're like, it could do this.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, let's use it for Spider-Man just recently. And now it's like that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep. Technology. It's amazing.
Cool.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's here.
Yes, I love technology.
Oh, so much as you see. So we talked about Willow. We talked about DC. Last of Us Wednesday. Bad Batch 2. And our last thing before we head over to our next show is the D&D movie.
Mm.
So if you wanted to see a Dungeons and Dragons movie come up, which it is, what would you want? What's the one thing you want from it? And then we're gonna close Nerd News off with that. What would you want to see? What's the most important thing you see in a Dungeons and Dragons movie? No matter what your experience is, how much you've played, what do you want to see?
I think I want to see somebody cast Fireball. That's what I
100%.
want to see.
I don't know. No, I'm sure we
No?
have.
Maybe.
We've seen some versions of Fireball. I think.
Well,
I think.
I
But
think
yeah.
that's what I want to see.
But in this one, yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
100%. What do you want? What would you want?
I don't know.
Tell us.
I have no idea if I'll even see that movie.
Oh.
Probably my son.
We're
will.
gonna go see it together.
Get
Your
out.
son will make you see that
My
movie.
son has already expressed interest.
You should
so
prepare yourself.
I told
Ah.
him you'll take him.
There you go.
I'll 100% take him to see it.
Okay.
Oh no!
right. Okay.
100% get you out of it. What do you think? What would you want to see?
A mimic.
A mimic.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good answer.
So I think there's one in the trailer, right?
Is there?
I believe
I haven't
so.
seen the trailer yet.
I think so.
Oh, I didn't see the trailer yet either. We should
90%
watch
sure.
it.
And they spoiled it for me.
Well,
Catherine,
now
what
you're
would you
gonna go
want?
see it.
I don't know. I'm just excited. I've never seen a D&D movie, so I'm just excited to see all of it.
Oh, let me fill you in on the past ones. They were terrible.
Okay, so maybe then hopefully this one will be good, and I'll be off to a great
Is there
start.
one with Marlon Wayans? Is he?
Yes, and he's the best thing about the movie, and he shouldn't be.
The best thing about a few movies that he's done, actually. So
Actually, when
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I did that service when you talked to him through the video, you get like
Oh, cameo.
cameo. I did a cameo with him, and I talked to him about the movie, and I invited him on Audio Dungeon, and he said yes, if you remember.
Yeah.
He said that
Cool.
he said he would play. Then COVID happened, so it kind of we weren't meeting for a long time. But he said yes, he would do it, and to kind of reach out, and I was going to. Everything happened, so he didn't. But he was like, I'll play. He's like, I used to play a lot in high school, and that's how I got into it. And then when the movie came up, I was excited to jump into it, and he goes, but you can't, don't kill me off like snails. And he gives me like a look, and he stops the video, which is great. So he was in it. He was the best part of that movie. He was great. But the movie is like very much like these people don't understand like the franchise. They need a director that understands the franchise. I think Kevin, like a producer like Kevin Feige, when he came in, understands Marvel really well. And the team behind him, they get it and they know what to do. DC has the problem where like apparently they can't get it together, and D&D cannot get it together also. So if they get the right person, it's gonna be great. But the other movies, they were weird. And then the second one came out, which was like a B movie, which in some ways was better than the first one, even though it was like a B movie, but it felt like a raw Dungeons and Dragons adventure.
How do you feel about the trailer and what this movie looks like?
So in the old days, the trailers, I felt like I could tell exactly if the movie was going to be terrible or good. Now with CGI, they can kind of like trick me. I don't know. It could be really good or it could be really bad. I feel like it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
I feel like it's going to be like, oh, that's cool, and then someone's going to be like, okay, I'm going to be out like being like, I'm
Yeah.
not expecting much.
That's where I am too. Like I feel like I'll go see it or I'll catch it whenever it's streaming, whatever. I'll see it. I'll say, all right. I'll have no reaction, and then like it'll never cross my mind again.
So we live in a
Wow.
we live in a time now where like before
Wow.
when the D&D movie came out, people don't know anything about it, right? And they have to do the research probably on it. But now we have Game of Thrones, we have Lord of the Rings, we have Willow, we have all this stuff. We have all this stuff that's come out in the last years that have educated the public. And so we've raised the general awareness. Perhaps that will bring us to a
It's
state
ready.
of a good movie.
That's like what I was trying to say before. Like all that stuff that's kind of like in that same
No,
Genre.
that's over.
Market is saturated.
That's what I was
with that
saying.
stuff.
I feel like when I saw the trailer for the movie, it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, exciting.
Interesting.
But then, like, I feel like that's not what I want to see out of a D&D movie, though. You know?
Right.
Then watch Dudes and Dragons, the sci-fi movie. It's really
Oh.
entertaining.
I feel like it
sounds
I've never seen it. Is it good?
No, it's terrible.
I saw
really bad CGI. And,
what's the
but
one
there's
with
a couple of unreasonably like actors that don't belong in a movie like that.
I saw what's the movie with Dinklage?
Elf.
No.
He
It's,
is
it's,
in-
it's like
he's
it's
in
like
that.
it's a D&D role. It's a
He's
LARPing.
also in the station agent, but that's not
Something
what
of
we're talking
badass,
about.
Knights of Badassdom, or
Oh
something.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Is that what it's called?
yeah. Knights of Badassdom.
Okay,
yeah. That's
No,
what it's
I
called.
haven't
He's
heard of it.
legit in a D&D movie.
Yeah,
It's
that
great.
movie's fun.
Huh.
It's silly.
It's silly. Yeah, it's silly. That was better than Dungeons and Dragons movie.
See, but I feel like you're saying, like Game of Thrones, blah blah. But like when you take a franchise like Game of Thrones and you treat it like you give it the vibe that the book has, like this is a big, epic, serious adventure. Like it catches on, and like
Right,
people like it.
And Game of Thrones has its own feel, 100%. Right?
Yes.
And when it came out, it was clear that this was different. It's its own thing. Do I like it or no? And that's what you need to do. You want to create
Right.
art. I don't want to see art that's been created before. Have something with its own identity, and let me decide. And yeah, you're an idiot or you're brilliant. We don't know. We'll find out.
But that's what I feel like they're doing with D&D.
Nightfall.
I feel like
Who's laughing at my passion? I think on this.
But I feel like they're just making they're making a movie with like a group on an adventure. Then they're just trying to cram in as many jokes as possible. Make it as funny as we possibly
What are we
can.
talking about?
comedy?
Willow?
No, D&D.
D&D. I think that
Comedy?
I think that this time, of how it looks, I think they're going for the vibe. In my head, they went to a Dungeons and Dragons group or whoever they went to, and they said, "What do people expect?" And they're like, "Well, nothing ever goes right when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons. The plans suck, and people just kind of go at it and do whatever they can do. They do their best, and it's whatever." And I think they're trying to capture the chaos, and I think they want like this chaotic thing. That's why they want Chris Pine at the head. They want Hugh Grant in there because he's they want some of that job, and then they put Michelle Rodriguez in there because they want some of her just to go crazy. So
No. I'm gonna
No.
like rush head on. Like, right. Or do you want to see a big epic movie with a magician and a rogue and a fighter and
D&D, what it could
sorcerer?
be
Yeah.
if everyone played the right way.
Exactly.
right, do people
Oh,
want to see
see-
Dungeons and Dragons played the right way in a movie, or do they want to do the hijinks that they do? That's the question, right?
Right.
Like it's
And
fun when I play it,
I
but it's
feel
not fun like watching
It
it.
should be what we should
definitely-
aspire
There's
every
got to be
quest to
some
be.
way that you could have kind of both.
You can have a little bit of it.
Because
Star Wars has
as
a
I was
li-
just gonna say, Star Wars is like comedic, but it's also has that serious adventure
Right.
kind of feel.
Han Solo
You know,
runs into all the troops and runs back, and that's
it's
a funny
hilarious
moment.
for a moment, and then
Right.
it's like, oh my god, we're gonna die. But yeah. So I would like to see that. I think in a D&D movie.
Serious D&D movie with a little bit of fun.
Sure.
So
See, like
Somebody who
you-
was it? I don't know. It might have been on one of our shows. They were saying it would be really funny if they had a character that dies and then comes back. It's like the same actor but a different
Right.
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
think that'd be hilarious in a D&D movie. Like
they were
put it in.
they were saying that they could do that, just have them dressed up in makeup as
It
a different
could just
person.
Be subtle. It doesn't
Just
have
so
to
we
be,
know,
Right.
right?
It doesn't have to be. They don't have to make a big thing out of it.
Landfill
just
too.
have it happen.
Yeah.
Just have. Oh, there's that guy again.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be hilarious.
So that's it. That wraps up nerd news for us, and we hope that you enjoyed that conversation that went everywhere, especially to McDonald's and Burger King, which I'll be heading after the show. No,
Today's episode.
it's sponsored
This
by
week, you're gonna
McDonald's.
have it this week. You're gonna cave. It's gonna happen.
Sponsored by that place on the highway that Liam mentioned.
Artie Juniors.
Artie Juniors. Hey,
It's a
We're
weird,
convenient.
Weird spot on the highway.
Hey.
we're on the. Are you on the highway? So are we.
Is it Carl's Jr.?
What?
Maybe it's not. There's something Hardee's too.
What's the name of our place? Even we don't know.
We don't know.
But don't worry, you won't care because guess what? You're on the highway and you have little choice. Guys, that was Nerd News. We love you. You're the best. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to Roll and Rumble coming up right now. What's going to happen? We're all excited. We'll see you in a few short minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to fight in Audio Dungeon Wrestling in Roll and Rumble.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roll and Rumble. I'm Tony Hansen, your commissioner, and today you're going to see something that we've never done before. It is going to be a 4-on-4 match to the finish. But this one is going to be a battle. On my left, we have the combatants here from the Roll and Rumble Federation. That'll be joined by Crusher, J-Rolls, Solus, and the Big Bad Baby with Crusher. And who will be the other team?
Slash.
It'll be Slapshot, Hedge Delta,
Hook. Speed.
Proglow,
Slash.
and Trent Barrington.
Cross check. Hook.
This match is going to be incredible. Let's go to Slapshot first.
Cross.
Slapshot, can you hear me?
Spear. Slash.
Looks like he's
Cross.
working on his routine.
Spear.
Slapshot, you there?
Well, well, well. If it isn't our great and glorious commissioner.
Something wrong?
Is something wrong, he asks me. Is something wrong, he asks me. Yes, Commissioner, something is very wrong. And it involves that man, and I use the term loosely, wearing that championship belt right now. Commissioner, if this were an actual hockey league, I would have a players' union to submit my grievances to. But since we're all on our own here in the Federation, I'm going to lay my cards right out there on the ice and let the whole world see what happened. Let me explain. Travesty of justice that ended with Solus's rise to prominence. 1. Last season, in a match that was agreed by all parties, I knocked Solus out of the Federation permanently, or what I thought was permanently. 2. Part of this season, Solus cheap shots me, cracks my head open, and nearly sidelines me for the whole season. 3. Solus received neither punishment nor repercussion for this. Instead, we have 4. Solus receives a new contract as a full member of the Federation. And then we get to recent events. 5. Solus steals the championship belt. 6. He frames me for stealing the belt. 7. Solus makes a phony 911 call, which, by the way, is an actual misdemeanor crime, and claimed to be me admitting to stealing the belt. 8. Solus even admitted to all this, and again received neither punishment nor repercussion. Instead, we get to 9. He received a title shot.
So are you confirming here that the 911 call was not you?
It was absolutely not me. He admitted to this.
Okay. It did say it was Slapshot.
Are we really going to go through that again?
Just clarifying.
Just making sure. Sorry, I had to ask.
What happened next? He threatens to continue stealing the belt until he gets a title shot, which he got Trent Barrington to agree to. And then, number 10, throughout it all, I have followed the rules, worked my way up, earning a title shot with the best record in the league at 7-1, and have not gotten it. And finally, throughout it all, you, Commissioner, have done absolutely nothing.
Wow,
So you'll understand why I'm a little ticked off.
So we do everything we can here and try to be fair to all our players. I'm so sorry that it's upsetting you, but we followed up on every investigation that we had to. We've had multiple things happen in the show. We've had wrestlers die in the show. We try to do our best to make sure they get to the hospital and that their loved ones are notified when they pass away. And sometimes things happen, and some people are upset, and sometimes things don't go your way. You've gotten pretty close to a title yourself, and it just didn't work out. And yes, Solus is here today, but that wasn't my doing. Solus is here because he was offered that match by Trent Barrington. That has nothing to do. I would think that in another organization, we might mandate what happens or doesn't happen. I didn't do that here. I turned to Trent Barrington and I said, this is on you. Whoever you want to fight, whoever you want to do. You want to give us opportunity, you can. He chose to do that. I would think that you want to say we're the worst or the best. We don't need to talk about anything like that. But we can at least say that we're giving our wrestlers the choice and the freedom to do what they want.
Sometimes a bit too much freedom, it would seem.
It doesn't always work out the way everyone likes, for sure. And has Solus done a lot of things that are suspect? Yes. Is the 911 call him? We can't tell.
He admitted to it!
Solus, did you admit to it?
No. What was he talking about?
He says no.
I never admitted to that in my life.
Oh man.
So if I go ahead and steal the championship belt, is that a way I can get a title shot?
Good luck with that.
No, he didn't get it because he stole it. He got it because he won fair and square versus Trent Barrington. Trent, did you lose the belt, unfortunately, to him?
I did offer it up. I did give him the shot.
And I answered the call. And now, reigning.
Looks
Defend.
good.
I just ask what kind of control you have over your federation, Commissioner.
I keep it open so that the wrestlers have control. And when that happens, obviously, sometimes it'll go in ways that no one can expect.
Commish, may I?
Sure.
Listen, Slapshot. You and I, ever since we got together, since we hooked up, we've become the World Tag Team Champions. No?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We are the best tag team going. Let's not lose sight of that. We are the measuring stick when it comes to tag team wrestling. We got a big tag team in our face for the last few weeks. Let's make sure that tonight we show J-Rolls and the Crusher what happens when they mess with the $1 million contract in the 4-on-4 gauntlet match tonight. And you know what, Slapshot? You want a shot at that title? I support you 100% in going after it. And you and I will both have that same opportunity next week at the Royal Rollin' Rumble. So let's get ready for that match next week when we step into the ring tonight. Deal?
You've got a deal.
Let's do it.
Okay, so right now we're going to get ready for a 4-on-4 gauntlet match. Here's how this is going to work. It is going to be one contender from each team in at a time, and basically each team will have to battle their way through each other's team contender until they get to the end. The team that wins will hopefully be... Looks like Head Shelter is showing his portfolio to ProGlow over here.
Funny.
So, any notes? Anything you want to talk about for this 4-on-4 gauntlet? Any explanations you want? Anything you want to discuss about the rules of how this is going to work?
So we just tag each other in?
There'll be no tag.
Okay. So once I'm in, I'm in.
Yeah. So if you whichever person you elect to be in will be in until they are knocked out.
Oh.
That's basically it. So it is possible if your team does well, some of your men may never, or women, may never get up to wrestle. That's if you're doing really, really well. Of course, you may go deep into both rosters.
That's what she said.
Okay. Slapshot. And Crusher. Slapshot, you are on the team with Hedge Delta, Proglow, and Trent Barrington. Crusher, you're on the team with Big Bad Baby, Solus, and J-Rolls.
Team
It's
victory.
nice to find myself on a team of champions.
You must be lying.
Sorry,
He said,
Yeah.
he said the other team.
Would you like to have some cheese with all that whining you have been doing? Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to blame someone for Solus getting the championship, just look into a mirror.
Yes.
You are the one that brought him back in. You are the one that done that. And your tag team partner allowed you to get hit from behind. But this is okay though, right? You want to blame everyone else. So let us go.
Oh, man.
I blame the man who's in control of the Federation.
You
He has the last choice.
and yet you
He offers the
allowed him to come
contracts.
back.
He
You
offers the
allowed
contract.
him to come back.
He never should have gotten in the door to hit me.
Then that is a security issue.
That's the only. He's never beaten me, by the way. That's the only way he could beat me is by cheap shotting me. He has never beaten me on a one-on-one match, ever.
And yet he has the title.
I'm the champ.
Wow.
You are the
Okay,
champ.
guys, we're going to get started this 4-on-4 gauntlet match. The winner today, the team that wins today, and we're not going to say it doesn't matter if you're knocked out. If your team wins, you will all be awarded 5 favor.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's
Okay.
time.
Use that favor.
Here we go. Roll and Rumble gauntlet match. Teams decide who is going to go in first for your team and represent.
Champ, who do you think should start the match?
Let's put the champ in. He hits
Well,
hard and
No,
he hits fast.
I think the champ should sit back and watch and strategize and maybe chill out.
Whatever
We
you
should
think,
send
champ.
Crusher in. He's pretty beast.
Someone who hits hard. We got to send someone in
He
hard.
crushes
They're
people.
listening, Commissioner. They're listening to us.
All right.
Crusher, how do you feel about that?
It's fine. I do not care.
Let's do it.
We nominate the Crusher.
Get him in
Crusher, you've been nominated to go in first. Do you agree?
It matters not to me first, last, middle. My opponents will feel the pain.
Okay, and for the other team,
I'll be going in first.
oh, Trent Barrington is
That's
going
right.
in. Trent Barrington versus Crusher. Okay, guys. Souls is putting out the belt to let everybody know who has it. Of course, his belt is not on the line today.
And it's not Slapshots. It is mine.
Okay, guys. Here we go. In the gauntlet of the century. Here we do it. It is starting off with Crusher versus Trent Barrington. And there's the bell.
5.
begin.
All right.
Let's go, Crusher.
5.
Sorry. Got it. Coming out with a signature move, the Vicious Maul on the first one. I got a 2.
All right. I'm going to punch you in the face and wrap you around, get you a nice headlock. Going technique versus technique.
All right.
It's going to be a 5.
6.
Got
Defended.
it. Natural 6.
Combat. This is combat. 5.
Yes.
All right. I got it. All right. We're going.
Commissioner, are we allowed to do the taunt and aid?
I'll allow a taunt and aid, one person from each side. The taunts or aids last for 3 rounds.
Is that a skill?
That's charisma.
Basically, 2 people can fight off each other, and then the winner gives a +1 or -1, whatever they like.
How often can we do that?
Every 3 rounds, the person does has to keep track.
So whoever
Crusher,
has.
what'd you do on that round?
Natural 6.
Okay. So you got it.
Crusher,
Okay.
your move.
All right. Well, since I got him in the head, I squeeze that headlock a little more. Technique versus technique.
All right, here we go.
Natural 6.
Ah. I got a 5. You got it.
Take 2 from your strength.
2.
Let's go, Crusher.
2 points, stunned,
Get
strength.
crushed.
Back to the top.
Combat it. Going Russian sickle. Natural 6. That's what I'm talking about.
Heavy 6.
Let's
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Again, Russian sickle. Take 2.
2 damage. Back to combat.
Natural 6.
There we go.
Also natural 6.
What do you know?
Wow.
Killing it.
Game to fight.
Got to re-roll, so.
All right, here we go.
Oh, okay.
2.
Natural 1.
All right. Run up, clothesline you, throw you down to the mat, take 1 damage.
I'll roll
Nice.
off for to taunt. Who wants to roll against me?
I gotcha.
9. 1. Take +1, Trent.
To what?
Combat.
Yeah.
Wham,
that
for
back.
3
Wait,
rounds.
combat?
+1 to combat for 3 rounds.
Okay.
This is basically your teammates having it out with words.
Okay. All right, going for the bone breaker on this one.
All right.
Here we go.
Natural 6.
3.
Killing it. Get it.
Killing
Wow.
it.
Yes.
Get him.
All right. Let's see. Pick you up. Pile driver. Go strength versus strength.
Okay. 8.
7. You got it.
Oh, wait, I misspoke. I got a 6 on that.
All right. Cool.
Defended, though, right? Would you get a 6?
I got 7.
Oh, you did.
Let's go.
Yes.
So that's going to be take 3.
3 what? Damage?
3 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Drop him down.
All right. Combat?
Yep.
Here we go. A 3.
Natural 6. Killing it.
Let's go!
Kill it.
Way to go, Crusher.
Don't worry. This all going to come down later.
Yeah, buddy.
This is a wrestler that's
Unheard of.
been in a drought for a long, long time. He's been saving him
Wow.
up for today.
He's
I
really
ain't lying.
5 for 8 right now.
All right. Going to grab him. Sling him into the turnbuckle. Pop him again. Take 2.
All right. All right.
All right, combat up.
Combat up. Here we go.
4.
5. Yes.
You got it.
Run in, elbow to the face. I'm going to toss you down. Take 1 damage.
All right. Combat up. Let's see. Let's go with Chernobyl.
4.
3.
Signature move lost.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to grab you, throw you into the turnbuckle, give you a good pummeling to the body, couple body shots, take a damage. 1 damage.
8 damage.
You hit like baby.
Oh,
Hey.
Combat up. Natural 6. Let's get it back in
4.
here.
Crusher
All
takes it.
All right. Scoop slam. Let's go strength versus strength.
All right.
4.
3.
Oh. All right. Let's risk it again. Strength versus strength.
5.
Oh, that was caught. Still same thing. 4. You got it. Defended.
Defended. Combat.
Come on, take him down, Trent.
3. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Back elbow. Take 2.
Yeah, buddy.
2 damage dealt.
Good job, Crusher. Keep
Still
coming.
anyone's match here.
All right, here we go.
2.
Come on, Trent.
3.
Try to recover from that injury he gave you.
All right. I'm going to grab him, give you a nice roundhouse kick on this one. And I'm going to go in for, let's see. Let's try to do, I'm going to do a technique.
All right.
Technique versus technique. Let's go.
Natural 6.
And I rolled a 1.
Let's go. Defended.
Combat.
Combat up.
5.
3. You got it.
All right. This time I'm going to grab you, and I'm going to give you a nice bootlace rake. Take the 1 damage.
All
I
right.
think Slapshot had a good idea, Trent. Maybe trying to recover. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, go for
4.
it. Good luck with those rolls.
All right. Natural 6.
You got it.
Good.
All right. I'm going to
So
go
that's-
for fortitude.
Yeah, you need two fortitudes.
All right. So here we go.
Be quiet, Slapshot.
Oh, I got to do I got to run in and do a move, right? Did I call the move? I don't know if I called it. All right. Run in. Going to give you a nice elbow, and we're going to go for recovery. Fortitude roll is a 5.
2. You got it.
All right.
One more.
One more. Go one more time. Here we go.
Nice.
Natural 6.
Ooh.
Also natural 6.
Yeah.
Brutal. All right.
I'm gonna aid Crusher. Come on,
Back to
Crusher, you
combat.
got it, right? I could do that.
Yeah.
An aid. 7, 8.
All right.
+1.
Nice. Was this on combat?
Yeah.
Okay. For the next roll or just
3 rolls.
3? Okay, the next 3.
All right.
All
Combat
right,
up.
here we go. 3.
Also 3.
Ugh.
Roll again.
Again.
Got a 5.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Nice.
Crusher takes it.
Punish him.
Power bomb. Take go strength versus strength.
All right.
Natural 6.
5.
All right. Take 3.
All right. 3 damage.
Pin him.
It's time.
Definitely.
He's got to feel
Combat.
more pain. Combat up.
4.
4.
Roll again.
3.
3.
Roll again.
Am I still
4.
getting the +1 at this point?
No, now it'd be gone.
I think that's gone now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. 3. What'd you get
All
on
right,
that?
I got it. I got a 4. I
All
got
right.
it. Elbow to the head. Take 2.
All right. Combat. Natural 1.
4.
You got it.
I think it's the time to go down. Time you see the witch. All right. Boot to the head. Take you down to the mat. Put you in the Baba Yaga. Finishing time.
Here it
That's
comes.
the 7.
7.
You got it.
Yes. Yes.
And that is
Hold on.
one wrestler down.
Yep, 7.
Nice work, Crusher.
Good job.
Keep it up, Crush.
Who is
Crusher
next?
takes it and remains in the match. Who is the next wrestler that will contend?
Who is my next victim?
You want me to take it?
Get in there, slap shot.
Take it, slap shot. Wah.
Slapshot enters the ring to face off versus Crusher.
Recognize another baby when you see one.
Get him, Crusher.
All right.
Sounds like
Combat up.
my mom wouldn't give me a cookie. She's crying and crying.
3.
And crying.
2.
All right. We're going to start off with the hip check. Fling you over my hip onto the mat. Take 5 damage.
Oh,
5
starting
damage to
off
Crusher.
Strong. There it is. Slap shot.
All right. Going for the face off. Called shot.
4.
2.
Pick you up. Atomic drop on my knee. Right in the crotch. Technique versus technique.
It's a 4.
That's going to be a 36. So you will take 2 from your strength.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
2 points of strength lost for Slapshot. Back to combat.
All right.
Nice, Crusher.
It's a
3. Tricks of the trade. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go with the power play. Full Nelson. Drive you to the mat. Take 3 damage.
3 damage dealt to Crusher. And back to combat.
It's another 3.
5.
All right.
Backhand you. Choke slam you. And going to go technique versus technique once more. 4.
You got it.
Well, take 2 more from your strength.
2 points of strength lost from Slapshot again.
Come on, slap
Back
shot.
to combat.
Get him down to the ice.
work,
His
Crusher.
sticks are broken. His
Three.
sticks are dull.
3. You got it.
All right, got it. All right. Take it down to the mat. Twist your arm. Take 2 points.
2 points of damage. Back to
All
combat.
I'm gonna taunt Crusher. You got nothing, Crusher. 9.
That's a one.
Take +1, Crusher.
+1, 3
Nice work,
rounds.
baby.
Crusher has +1 for the next 3 rounds.
Yes.
It's a natural 1.
Natural 1 doesn't matter.
4. All right. I'm going to throw you down, and I'm just going to rest against the ropes, catch my breath. Fortitude versus fortitude. It's a 3.
It's also a 3.
Tricks of the trade. Go in once more
Oh, no.
to continue to rest.
5.
You got it. All right.
Show tail down.
All right.
All right, combat up.
Don't forget +1.
5.
3. You got it.
All right. We are going to get Mr. Dirty out of here. As I lift you up, throw you to the ground. Time to go for the hat trick as I add 2 favor to this. Slapshot skates in. He winds. He shoots. He rolls a natural 1.
It's all right, Slapshot.
How much damage was that to him?
That was
2
3.
3 damage to you. All right, let's rock
3
and
damage
roll.
dealt to Slapshot. Back to combat.
4.
Also 4, but you got it.
Tricks of the trade. I'll go for the hat trick again as I fling you to the ropes. Here we go.
Wait.
Slapshot skates in.
Hold on. Do I still got the +1?
Yes, you did.
Then that's 5.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Crusher takes it. Go ahead.
Knee straight to the face. Take 2.
Okay.
2 damage dealt to
All right.
Slapshot. Back to combat.
This should be my last one.
Yes, sir.
That will be a 36.
Natural 1.
Yep, I got you here. Might as well pick you up. Power by me again. Let's strength versus strength.
Is 6 versus 1 automatic first level?
Yes.
Well, that's
It's a
36, though.
That's a
It's
5.
Right. It's been
No,
natural.
you got it.
You get to
Finish.
5 defended. All right.
You get to skip the first risk roll.
All right. Combat.
Yep.
Back
All
to
right.
combat.
No, you don't have a bonus anymore. And that's a 2.
That's a 5. Well, let's power. You know what? Time it
Crusher
drop
still
again.
alive.
Time it drop some more. Strength versus strength. It's 7.
Natural 1.
All right, you're gonna take 3. Take the 3. All right, combat up.
A 3.
Natural 6. There we go.
Oh,
Killing it. About time too. Yep. Take it down to the mat. Let's twist that arm real good. Strength versus strength.
It's a dirty 6.
4.
All right. Defended.
Defended.
Wait, hold on. How is it a dirty 6? I took your strength down twice.
You can
Yes.
So it'd be a
Oh,
5.
I'm sorry. No. Yeah. So my strength stat is at a 0. Yes. So that's a 5.
You still got it.
Yeah. You're right. Sorry. Okay. Combat.
Combat up.
5.
2.
Finally, something higher than a 3. All right. Let's go for the finisher again. As I fling you against the ropes, using 1 favor for this. I need something big. Slapshot winds, shoots.
A natural 1.
Yeah.
It's 2 more damage, right?
3 more damage.
3 more damage.
Crusher.
No.
Get rid of it.
Let's go.
This is ridiculous. Not since my Hall of Fame match.
Right.
Not since my Hall of Fame match or my championship match against Trent Barrington.
And we never saw Queen Sunshine after that day.
4.
She took hers and ran.
Yeah.
4.
Also 4. Trick to the
All
trade.
right. I'm gonna get rid of you if it kills me here.
Wait,
All right.
everybody,
Knee to
wait,
the gut. 1 favor. Going for the hat trick. That's a 7.
You got it.
All right.
And Crusher is out.
Let's stop
All right. Get
out of here.
your dirty Russian butt out of there. All right.
You feel my
Shame.
you feel the
And
pain.
it'll be
Though.
the best because you'll cry. Let me in.
But your charisma, I could just run in quick, hit him once, and pin him.
All right. Go do your thing.
Crusher, how much damage did you do to him?
13.
Is he allowed to say that?
Yes,
Okay,
he is.
I missed an attack.
Finger, buddy.
Jumping in the ring, boys. I'm in there.
Send him in.
Put him in a body bag, baby.
Get ready to cry some more.
Combat. Natural
I'm running in
6.
with a bib buster off rip. What? Natural 6, my butt.
Oh.
5.
Aw.
Nobody
Use
can
that as
roll.
shame.
Does the strength come back once the battle is over? No, it does not.
No.
If you're hurt, you're hurt.
All right. I'm going to take your pacifier out and flick it into the crowd. Wit versus wit.
Good luck with this one.
That's a Dirty 6. All right.
Let's go. Here we go.
Natural 6 again.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Never mind. I'm not going to use anything. No, a 2.
All right. We are going to go for just pick you up, put you high up on the corner ropes, high up, scare the baby as I go to the other corner and rest. Fortitude versus fortitude.
Peekaboo.
Go into recovery.
Natural 6.
Natural 6 as well.
No, but I have tricks of the trade. Does that matter?
So do I. But
cancel that.
Are you defending?
Oh, I'm defending. So sucker.
Defender automatically wins no matter what.
I'm
Even with tricks of trade.
nothing. Man.
no. Commissioner, we've done tricks of the trade supersedes defending. You've even told me that. It's just that we both have tricks of the trade, so defending
What, natural
wins.
6 on defense still goes to the tricks of the trade person?
Yes, you have told me that.
Yeah, but we both have tricks of the trade.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Cancels.
Yeah, we're asking about.
Oh.
But 6 versus 6, if one person has tricks of the trade, they win.
Yeah.
Technically, the wording is if both parties have tricks of the trade, it's a reroll.
Oh, it's a reroll.
Okay, I should do a reroll.
Okay. Natural 6.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
You need another one.
So I need another one. Yeah. 5.
2. Yeah.
All right. I get 2 back on my strength.
All right, here we go. Rattle the cage. I'm using 2 favor on this roll. Here we go. Yes. That's a 7.
You got it.
Okay. Now, I come over, I bite your ankles, I trip you down to the floor. I add another favor in, 2 favor into this, and I'm going for the pin. I'm putting you down for a nap. Here we go.
Natural 1.
No! Yes!
3 damage.
Can you reroll that?
Yes, reroll. Yes. Let's go.
Can I reroll?
You're a little late for that.
That was less than
Commissioner has spoken. Combat up.
What?
That was less than 3
What?
seconds.
What?
Play it back. That was less than 3 seconds.
Don't forget to take off your. Don't forget to take.
Go ahead.
Oh!
Yeah.
Slapshot's getting screwed in this federation.
Get out of our league, slap shot.
Well, I have
Yes! Justice!
Natural 1. Oh, the confetti fell too soon.
Yes.
The hockey gods have smiled. Take 3 damage.
Everything I got. Who am I rolling against?
Me.
7.
1.
No! I'll take a +1 to combat.
I will take it.
Yes.
For 3
I will
rounds.
take it.
Come on.
3 rounds. All right, combat up.
It's a 4.
That's a 5 with the bonus. All right. So now I'm gonna give you a spanking.
No!
Strength versus strength. That's an 8.
Yes.
2.
All right.
8.
Take 4 damage.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Come on.
Come on. You got
Come
him.
on, mommy.
He's a weak.
6! Natural 6!
Oh.
That's a 5.
Let's go. Okay, I come over. I climb up to your ear. I throw up right in your ear. Here we go. Putting you down for another nap. Come on.
Get him, baby.
9!
Hedge Delta, you want to give me one of your rerolls?
He would if he could.
It's okay if you don't.
Oh,
It's all right. Thank you.
8!
All right, I'm down.
Yes, you are. Get out of here.
Yeah, baby.
Woo.
It's you and me, Pro Glow.
2 down, 2 to go. The other team still has 3 members left.
Do you want to go first?
You want to hop in or do you want to send me in?
I think you should go in first.
I'm in!
You could do more damage than me.
I'm surprised Pro Glow's used to going in and not tagging out. I'm surprised you don't want to take the ball this time.
Commissioner,
Wow.
can Trent and I still offer taunt and aid, or is it
You're
only for
not
active?
unconscious.
Who's
you little
talking?
Rat. You're down for a
I
nap.
was wondering about
I would
that.
say
sleeping.
no. I would say no. If you
All right,
ran
you're
out-
up, Pro Glow.
I got you. Taunt. Talk,
No,
hey,
Crusher, you're out. Crusher, you're out. You can't.
My boys can help me though.
Yeah, I'm gonna taunt. Let's
Come on,
go.
boys.
Let's go. Let's taunt. No,
5.
one.
Wait, what are you adding to it?
Charisma.
You got it. Doesn't matter.
5. So you get +1.
+1
For 3 rounds.
Let's
There you
go.
Oh, I was adding.
Natural
when I got
6.
my-
3. Yes. I come running in, and I bite you in the toes, and I'm gonna. You got a 1, right? No. Oh, okay. I got a 3, and my toes are very strong. Take 1 damage.
But he's teething.
He's teething.
Toes as a teething ring. Let's go.
That should be your move.
No,
It
1.
should be watch out because
5.
I'm teething.
All right. I'll come in and start off with a quick scoop slam. Then I'll take you down to the mat and lock you in the bank statement. Fortitude versus fortitude. 6. Natural 1. Yes! All right. Come on. 5. 3. All right. I'll hit you with a Huracan Rana. And this time, let's do... I'm going to use the ropes. Technique versus technique. 2. 7. Oh. Let's go one more. Technique versus technique. 8. Oh, 4.
Yes!
Take 4 damage.
Oh my god.
Come on. 4. 1.
Yes.
There you go, baby.
I come in. I pull your hair. I cry a lot in your ear. I'm distracting you. Take another damage.
Back to combat.
No, 1. 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tricks
I
of the
win.
trade.
Tricks of the trade.
No.
Okay.
No, not on 1 versus 1, Commissioner.
Yeah.
You said
One.
1
right.
versus
One.
1
You
does
said.
not apply.
Yeah, that's right.
This is bullshit. 4. 3.
Yes.
Is that with the +1 there? Is that with the +1?
No, that's
Oh, he's
over.
got
More
he's
than
got
3
tricks
rounds.
anyway.
That's
He's
over.
got
You're
tricks anyway.
sleeping. Go back to bed. Here we
Yes.
come. I come up behind you. I take my little fingers and I stick them in your eyeballs. Take another damage. Stop that.
Way to go, baby.
5. 1.
Baby's on fire, man.
I come. I fart on you real bad. Take another damage. No.
All right, I taunt Ryan and Liam one more time.
Ugh.
Natural 6.
All right.
Boys, hype me up. No.
Yes, +1
+1.
again.
Damn it.
6. A 6.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go. And I win ties.
Yes.
Mine is not natural anyway. Okay. So, one more time. I'm coming in. I'm going to punch you with my little fist. Right, boom, right in your shin. Take another point of damage.
You see, he thinks he's a baby.
All right,
but
called
he's
shot.
not.
I'm going for the short sale.
He's just a midget.
Dirty 6. Regular natural 6. Let's go!
Yeah, baby.
Keep
Come in.
wasting those
I start
ones.
stomping on your feet with my little feet. It's really cute, but it does 1 point of damage.
Yes.
My last +1. Come on.
Yes!
Let's go.
Yes.
I bite your ear. Take another damage. Here we go, boys. I feel it in my bones. 2. 3. All right. I come. I lay behind you. I trip you. You fall down, and I'm going. I'm putting you down for a nap. Come on, guys. Here we go.
Go.
6s. Oh! Does a 6 do it? No way. No way. Take 3 damage.
3 damage
Yes.
dealt.
Put him down for a nap.
Here we go.
Back to combat.
Natural 6. 1. Yes.
Yes, baby.
All right.
Go for strength. Go for strength. Go for
Yeah,
strength.
strength +1. Take another extra 40 damage. Take 2 damage.
Yes.
I'm taunting them one more time.
All right. Let's
Go for
go.
Come on. We're due.
Oh, 2.
6.
Let's go!
Yes.
Oh, I'm so powerful. Here we go. Natural 6.
Yes.
Great. It's time to put you to sleep
Yes.
in your crib.
Oh.
It's
bedtime.
Time for your margin call. Off the ropes. Skull into the ground. Wah. Natural 1. I'm going to re-roll that for my
Yeah.
second
There you
reroll
go.
today.
There you go. Use it.
Wow.
You just got Israel.
It's the second time we've seen
Wow.
back-to-back natural
Wow.
ones.
Wow.
Incredibly.
Wow.
Yeah.
3
Dan is the
points
one
of
to do it.
damage.
Dan is like Mr.
3
One
damage.
sometimes.
Plus 1 still.
+1.
5. No, a 4. No.
Yes.
One more time.
Do it!
Call. 6.
All right.
And
All
that is it.
right.
Hedge Delta takes out the big bad baby, and it is a 2-on-2 match right now.
Let's go, J Rolls.
That was
It's time.
much harder.
Who's going in? Is it Solus or J Rolls?
J Rolls is coming. I want to clean this up.
Yeah, clean him.
J Rolls enters the ring against Hedge Delta.
See how bullish your chances are when you don't have Crusher walloping me with a chair. 1.
4.
I know
like
not
my
what you're
chance.
talking about.
Sure thing, man. All right, I like it. I got you here. I'm going to hit you with a drop kick. Take 3 damage, my friend.
Yeah, time to chop him down.
When did J-Roll get 3 damage? Fine. All
I've been
right.
hitting the gym pretty
You were
hard,
down
pal.
for your nap, boy.
Yeah, but you weren't
it's
fan.
Natural
All right.
6.
4.
All right. I'm going to come in. I'll hit you with a poison rana. Then I'll take you down. And I'm going to lock you in the camel clutch. Fortitude versus fortitude. 7.
4.
All
Let's
right.
do it again.
Oh.
Fortitude versus fortitude. Natural 6 for an 8.
2.
All right. Take 5 damage.
There you go.
I'm gonna taunt. Let's go. Snap. Wait.
2.
3. Yes, we got it. Take it.
All right.
+1 to J Rolls.
Combat up, hotshot.
3.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
All right. This time, here's what we'll do. I'll throw you into the corner, and I'll follow it up with a stinger splash. I'm going to injure you. Let's do technique versus technique. Natural 1.
1.
Defended.
Yes.
Combat up.
Roll good.
3.
Yes.
Reroll. 5.
Oh. 2.
I'll put you on my shoulder and hit you with a running power slam. And this time, take 1 damage.
1 damage Delta J Rolls. Back to combat.
Bonus should be up by now, I think.
Natural 6.
4.
Go for it, Hedge.
This time, I'll hit you with a power bomb. I'll take you down, and I'll lock you in the Texas cloverleaf. Fortitude versus fortitude. 6.
3.
One more time. Fortitude versus fortitude. Natural 1.
4.
And that ends that.
Finish him.
All
Might
right.
change the dice.
Combat up.
4.
Natural 1.
All right. This time
J
I'll hit
roll.
you with a
Change your
dragon's
dice, man.
leg whip. I'll take you back down to the mat and put you in a grapevine ankle lock. Fortitude versus fortitude. 8.
4.
One more time. Fortitude versus fortitude. 5.
2.
Yes.
Yes.
Take 5 damage.
Ooh.
Combat up. Natural 6.
Natural 6.
Reroll.
Again. 5.
5.
J rolls. 2.
1.
Yes. All right.
It's my roll, Jay Adobe.
I'll hit you with a DDT. And I'm going for the margin call.
Maybe add some favor to this.
No favor.
Okay.
Got it. Slap shot. 5.
Doesn't do it.
3 damage Delta Hedge Delta. Back to combat.
He's got to be out on his feet.
He's done.
3.
4.
Yes, put him down.
I'm coming to take you out. We're going to get high, my friend. I'm coming off the top rope with a missile drop kick. I'm adding my 3 favor to it. And my 4 charisma.
A natural 1.
Give me a
Yes!
You have a reroll?
3 damage.
I don't have a
I don't have
reroll.
a reroll.
Too bad.
3 damage dealt.
Favor's gone.
I'm gonna taunt them one more time.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Taunting is coming.
Is that
That's a,
5.
Nope.
that's a natural
What? It's on the table.
That's
Yeah.
an Altaria now.
Yeah.
Why? You could see it right there.
I can
It's
see it.
out.
It doesn't matter.
It's out. We gotta
It's a
take
natural
the
one.
plus.
It's off the surface.
+1 for 3 rounds,
Oh,
J-roll.
it's right here.
Natural one.
Was that?
You have the whole table to roll.
And I was on the table.
No.
It's not on the
I gotta
table,
agree with
actually.
You were in the big hole in the
Sorry.
middle of the table.
This is the table. That's the wood below
That's
the
not
table.
the table.
5,
2.
No.
All right. I'll hold you up for a long time, hit you with a vertical suplex, and I'm coming off the ropes one more time for your margin call. 5.
Got it.
Oh!
Yeah.
J-Rolls goes down. Hedge Delta stays in the match a little bit longer.
Let's go, champ.
It is now Solus the champion versus Hedge Delta and Proglow.
Yes.
Who
Can
I-
Solus prove why he's champion?
taunting? I'm taunting them.
We can't.
Do I defend my taunt?
Oh, you can?
You
That
can't.
stinks.
So he's automatic success.
Automatic.
Wait, what?
So I will turn it into a roll where if you get a 5 or a 6, you get a +1.
Yeah, what? You
You're not
don't have to
fighting
fight anybody.
The third, yeah, that's good.
So,
It's better odds.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So no
Catherine's
risk.
immediately just upset. Anything doesn't go her way.
You can do it.
3. So you can try again in 3 rounds.
All
The
right.
4th round.
So would that mean the +1 goes the other way?
no.
No.
Come on, you ain't got nobody to roll against.
Dead in
No,
that
there's no one there.
blank black space where your face and your soul should be. And I'm going to tell you why. I should be the Rollin' Rumble World Heavyweight Champ when I pin you right here, right now. Let's go, Solus.
Save it.
2.
Let's go. Is that a 4? That's a 4, right?
4.
Let's go. That's a 4. Awesome. We're coming in. Clothesline him down to the ground. Get ready for the finisher, the trachea crusher. You're about to tap. Let's go. Natural 6. Get out of my ring.
I'm out.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nice work, champ.
Solus takes out Hedge Delta, who's been weakened, and is now 1-on-1. Solus versus.
Come on, Proglow.
Let's go. No more taunting.
1.
Yeah. Let's go. 3. All right. Strong clothesline. Take 4 damage.
Yes.
Oh, this one's for somebody. Let's go again.
4.
Natural 1. You got it. Okay.
I clothesline you,
Oh.
and then I am going to injure you for technique versus technique.
Yes.
1.
8. Yes. take
Defended.
that
Back to
and
combat.
shove it. All right. Let's go. Coming in strong.
Natural 6.
Natural 1.
Oh,
You
automatic!
get the risk roll.
Automatic injure.
What?
Automatic injury.
You get an automatic injury, or you can push it further.
No, he does. She has dirty, so it goes straight to.
That was just
Minus
combat
2.
versus combat.
But you're 6 versus 1.
6 versus 1, which means you get to skip the first risk roll.
Oh, okay.
And you have
And
dirty.
with,
And you have
And
dirty.
with
so you can-
dirty-
you can just deal out the last column.
Okay.
deal,
You
So,
just
two
deal out
damage.
if you want.
Two injury.
2 injury, yeah.
so minus 2 from your strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way to do it.
How do I get that back? All right. Let's go. How do I get that back?
4.
Dude,
It's fortitude rolls.
Okay.
4.
4. Natural 1.
I hit you with the rock bottom, and then I go to injure you again.
Strength versus strength.
Technique versus technique.
Oh.
6.
Unnatural?
Yes.
Natural 6. Get out of here. Very nice.
Natural 6 combat.
You got it.
Was that a 1?
No.
Body
Okay.
slam and injure one more time. 5.
Defended 5.
5 combat.
Back to combat.
Let's go. Natural 6. Big knee right to the ribs. Take 2 damage. Let's go again. Yes,
3.
5. Awesome. Very nice. Kick to the gut. Vertical suplex. Hold you up. Let the blood rush to your head. Tiny slaps to the face. Boom. Down. Take 2 damage.
Jesus. 3.
Oh, no good. You got it.
Tiny slaps to the face back.
You trying to injure me again?
Yeah.
Waste of rolls.
5.
Oh, you got it.
Minus 2 from your strength.
Okay.
It's all right. We're good. We're good.
All right.
Whatever you got this for a finisher.
Okay.
Natural 6.
Natural 6. Take that.
Back to combat.
5.
You got it.
Technique versus technique for use the ropes.
Technique. Okay.
8.
Is that that's a 4, right? 7.
Can you get dice so you can read? Like, what is that?
Calm
You
down.
can't see
That
anything
is
through
very
that
hard
mask.
to read. No, it's like
Okay, so I'm gonna
Impossible.
do that.
Check
Push
your
that
dice.
one more time.
Technique versus technique.
Yep.
in the light.
Oh.
it, like,
8
glows
again.
kinda.
You got it.
Yes, -4 from your energy. 4
Nice.
damage, actually.
4 damage.
Should say.
Okay.
Keep going, Pro Glow. You got it.
Let's go. Let's go again.
3.
4. Yes. Very nice. So what is it? Default 1 damage?
Yes, one is the minimum.
All right. Running drop kick to the throat. Take 1 damage. All right. Go again.
Natural 6.
Yeah.
Natural 6. Let's go.
Natural 6.
Yeah. You got it.
Drop kick. Technique versus technique.
You with
Come
this
on,
crap.
Pro Glow.
Let's go.
7.
Yes. 7. Defended. You suck.
2.
Yes. 5. Very nice. Flying knee right to the chin. Take 1 damage.
Proglo took all the teeth out of him, but he's still coming at you.
Natural 6.
Oh, you got it.
Technique versus technique. Natural 6.
Yes.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Dirty is only for injury, correct?
You should just go
Yeah.
for the finisher. I'm really
Okay, so one more time.
dirty. What?
No, technique versus technique. One more time. 7.
You got it.
Okay,
Yeah. 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
You damn it.
I was
on.
okay.
Yeah, right? That's what you were doing.
The crowd is chanting your name, Pro Glow.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah.
also do
Take her
something
out.
else.
She's weak.
One
What's
more
the
combat.
Favor I could put in.
1.
5.
Oh,
1, yes. Not me
do
though.
this
So
to
I
that.
go. Very nice.
Oh.
So it'd be
I'm gonna
easier
whip
to
her
get
around the
that.
ropes when she comes
Oh.
back elbow to the face. She falls to the floor, smacks her head. 1 damage.
What are you doing? You gotta take her out, man.
1.
Oh yes, let's go. 1.
1, yeah.
yes, come on.
Combat.
3.
Yes, 4. Very
Go
nice.
for it, man. Go
All
for
right,
it.
now I grab her. I hold her up for everybody to look at her. I start looking in her eyes and shaking her. I'm going for the trachea crusher, and I'm adding 5 to this roll from
How
my
much favor did he start with?
7. You have a problem? No, you suck. No problems. Let's go, natural 6. 11. Take that.
Man.
Might need a natural 6 here.
No, she's done.
No, she's
Yeah,
done.
I'm
There-
sorry.
I'm sorry. You're doing finisher. That's right.
And there we
Sorry.
go, Slapshot. I just beat you.
No, you didn't.
Technically, I
Nice
beat
work,
him.
champ.
And that is it. The Team J Rolls, Crusher, Soulless, and Big Bad Baby take it.
Valiant effort.
Congratulations.
Valiant effort.
Winning team, anything you want to say?
We rule. They drool. You stink.
That's right. It was a smart play sending Crusher in first. We are the best.
Yes.
Of course I am.
Yes.
What about the other team? Anything you guys want to say?
Fought hard.
Close match.
Can't win them all.
We still got the tag team champs on this side of the table.
For
And,
now.
and that ain't going away anytime soon, Hedge.
Let's see about that.
The Team $1 Million contract is going strong.
See all you in the ring next week at the Royal Rollin' Rumble. I'm coming after all of you. And I'm feeling pretty damn bullish.
Want to put a bet in?
Bunch of bull
I
crap.
bet I last longer than you.
What do you want to bet?
Favor.
Let's put 5 favor on it. I'll
You're
be
on.
in the ring longer than you'll be in the ring.
Let's do it.
Come on, baby.
I'm in.
I don't make bets lightly. I've done all my technical analysis, and I'll be taking 5 of your favor after the Rumble's over.
Yes. That's a great idea.
So next week, ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, is going to be the Royal Roll and Rumble. There may be some surprises, some wrestlers we haven't seen in a while. We're going to see exactly what happens. Slapshot and Crusher, will you be there at the Royal Roll and Rumble next week?
Of course I will. To inflict more pain on everyone? I wouldn't miss it.
Slapshot.
I'll be there.
Any last words for the Royal Roll and Rumble?
I will bet Slapshot also 5 favor that he will lose the Royal Roll Rumble.
So next week, as champion, you'll be able to sit out. You'll be hanging out with me doing commentary, which I'm sure you'll do excellent commentary.
Wait, didn't you say that you had 7 favor and you used 5 of it on my match?
And then
We
I got
won
back.
5
And then we
favor
got
for
5 favor for
being
beating your ass.
bosses.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's
Keep it closed,
I
loser.
forgot about that.
So Slapshot, how you feeling? How you feeling? You want to lose?
I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
You'll match me?
See, here's the thing.
Oh. Here's the
Hedge
thing.
Delta has been instructing me on wise investments. And if your wager is that I lose the Royal Rumble, you got to give me odds. I'm counting 6 other competitors, so you got to put up 30.
No,
that I will lose.
I will not. And
of course
can
not,
take
because
it
you
or leave
don't have 30 favor because the crowd hates you. You have to be the most disliked champion in Roll and Rumble history.
Oh, wow.
At least I am a champion. Slapshot, you are a crybaby.
You haven't
Keep
even
playing your
defended
tiny
it
violin.
yet. You haven't
We
even
beat you
defended
tonight.
it yet.
You're going to lose next week. If you took the bet, I'd be getting another 5 favor next week, but you're a baby.
No, the baby's sitting right next to you, dude.
Slapshot, do you have 30 favor?
No.
And the crowd must not like you either.
Yeah, get him.
But I've got more favor than him, and I've got more favor than you.
That might be debatable. How much do you have?
14.
Seems we have the same.
Oh, look at him talking all that crap.
Let's
He
go
doesn't
around the
even
table right now. 14 favor from Crusher and Slapshot. J-Rolls, what do you got? How much favor?
Just a 5 from tonight.
5. Solus.
Are we doing records too? My favor is 7.
5. 21.
Ooh. 6.
16.
Wow, I gotta get up on that.
Wow.
Hedge, and you didn't want to use a couple favor on that finisher? At 21?
He's sinking your boat.
You sure you want to take advice
Okay.
from this guy? Doesn't know how to say.
Listen, you're the investment guru. I won't question it. I just know in match, in the round, in the sports strategy, you take the wins where you can get them.
Or you sit on your investments and you watch your returns roll in to my pockets.
Little disagreement between the $1 million contract.
You don't wear
No
pants.
disagreement.
Dissension in the ranks,
Yeah,
man.
look at
Wow, amazing.
No dissension at all. Just some strategic conversation.
Slapshot,
and
you can't
planning.
even get along with yourself on that phone call when you confessed to stealing the belt. You called yourself a piece of crap.
It wasn't Slapshot on the phone.
He said it was
you.
him. He admitted it was Slapshot.
You yourself admitted to yourself. You're all fooled by Slapshot and his cheap tricks and his
Soulless.
fake phone calls.
That's right, Slapshot.
No.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap.
He may have said that right.
Yes, we got the crack in the team. We beat him tonight.
So, you're right. Damn it, cut. We're done. Cut the mics. We're out of here,
Oh,
Commissioner.
man.
Next week, the Royal Roll and Rumble. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. Some wrestlers will appear we haven't seen in a while, hopefully. And as always in these events, and in this particular event, the winner will get a match, a title match versus the current champion, Solus. Guys, that is it. That'll do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. We will see you next time on Roll and Rumble. Thanks, guys.